Hi guys. So this brand has been around since 1985. They have around 650,000 followers on Instagram and a gifting catalog that covers almost every occasion you can think of. And on Amazon, they are completely leaving money on the table. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what's going wrong and what's it's costing them. So before I get into the numbers, let me give you some context. Meri is not a small brand. This is a brand with decades of equity, a massive social following, and it has got a proper consumer demand. And people are actually searching for them on Amazon. And that's the part that gets me. You know, the demand exists, the brand exists, the huge catalog exists, and yet their Amazon presence doesn't reflect any of that. So what I'm going to walk you through today is a public audit, no inside access, just what anyone can see, and I'm going to break down why a brand this strong is not scaling where it should be on Amazon. So let's dive into this public audit. First of all, this is one of their main listings, and you can just see that even being in a gifting category, they do not have any other image other than this one, and it looks like a picture which is taken from an iPhone, right? So there's huge potential where this can be improved as well. Although it has got a solid rating, the revenue is pretty good, but I can see some structural problems here with the bullet points as well. I don't see a proper SEO indexation. I don't see, there are different variations, and even when I click on different variations, the images, they're not coming in a lot. It's one, two, three, four images, which could be improved a lot. And I'll say this another time that when I have a look at the website, so I don't think they've got, they need to have new creatives. They already have a huge amount of creatives that are there, right? Let me turn this down. Yeah. So they already have a good amount of creatives. But when I see the Amazon listings, I see that there's a huge gap. Now, after their very main images, I can see one another huge problem with this is that lots of course, in here, they've got a sponsored display targeting campaign. There's another person who's targeting them here. And then they've got lots of other brands such as, Long Gone, that is target Lee Home, HX House, that are targeting them. The problem that I have with this, and how I would do it differently, is you do not leave money on the table, especially when you've paid Amazon to bring those people to your product detail page. And if you've got such a huge catalog, it does not, I can have a look at the total listings, and there are 662 listings. So they already have a huge catalog, right? And because they've got the website, they already know which products sell. They can know that which products complement this specific product, and they can actually do some defensive target in order to keep the sales in their brand. Now, moving down a bit below, of course, I think it lacks premium A plus content. The brand story, since it's a brand that has been there since a long, long time, uh, the brand story is of course going to be good, but nevertheless, this should be premium A plus content. One another reason why I say that is because if you have got premium A plus content and you've got more carousels, whenever you scroll down, in order for your potential customers to see another line of your competitors trying to target you. So of course, you can target yourself here for some defensive targeting, push yourself more and more. And of course, this is a different kind of targeting because these are deals on related products. So it only shows where people are running deals. But even if someone's not running deals, they're actually appearing here, right? And even here, the brand is not doing some defensive targeting. And if they've got a solid A plus content or a premium A plus content, and takes another scroll for customers for potential customers to reach in here, and then take their competitors taking away their sales, you have to create more and more friction this way, right? So another thing that quite honestly I see is for a brand of this stature, and I'll show you this pretty quickly as well. So when I search Meri, I already see that a huge number of people are searching it as well, right? 2000 is not a small number, and different subcategories have got huge search volumes as well. So they already have a huge amount of search volumes. And the good thing is that they're targeting, that they're already, doing defensive targeting on their own keywords, right? That's sponsored brand, defensive targeting, and I don't see a huge amount of other, of course, right now. So now we've got other brands coming in as well. But nevertheless, they are able to sort of like secure their organic rankings on their very main listing. But I think for, gifting category on Amazon is so huge, and first hand working in gifting category, especially in jewelry category, I do understand that a lot of times when you've got a huge catalog, your main KPI should be to bring in new to brand customers, and then you can sell them lots of your other products via brand tailored promotion campaigns or sponsored display retargeting. So if you've got a huge catalog, of course take advantage of it. And one another thing that I see here, they've got, so for example, this is for Valentine's Day, right? And Valentine's Day sort of like just passed because it's 21 Feb, and I don't see a huge amount of sales volume coming in on these products. Although it should have been huge. I think even if you just run a deal with the amount of customers that you have on your other products, the number of customers are actually going to land in there. The sales are definitely going to come in. So this is also being missed. One another quick thing that I see, and I'm going to talk about the main listing here. So this is the organic ranking, and quite honestly, I think a lot of it is actually coming from organically people actually searching their product and ranking them. But so on Meri, of course, they've got a number one organic rank, but on a lot of other keywords where a brand of this size should have created their monopoly. They're at 25th rank, at 29th rank, at 17th rank. So definitely this should be actively targeted, and this can be improved big time as well. They can create a whole monopoly. So this is a brand that can become sort of like Amazon Basics of gifting niche. But because the targeting has been not very strategic, that's why there's a lot of money that is being left on the table for this brand. Yeah, so that's what I would have done differently for this brand. And here's the thing. Meri, it doesn't have a demand problem. There are only a few brands that do not have a demand problem. They definitely do not have a catalog problem because they have got such a huge amount of SKUs, and they don't even have a budget problem because the brand is there since decades. What they actually have is a systems problem. Weak listings are suppressing conversion. Poor PPC structure is keeping them invisible on the keywords that matter. And actually, competitors are filling every gap they're leaving open. A brand this established should be, dominating the gifting category on Amazon, not just existing in it. The foundation needs to be fixed before the scale can happen, and that's true for almost every brand I audit. But of course, this one's different because this is in itself a brand where you just need to be visible in front of more eyeballs, and automatically the sales will start to come in. You will definitely have more conversions than any of your competitors because you're such an established brand. So yeah, I think if you're watching this and you're thinking this sounds familiar, your listings, your PPC, your rankings, drop a comment or send me a message. I actually do this every day, and I'd love to take a look at what's happening in your account. Thank you.